Well, folks, good morning. It's the old captain. Back in the saddle this morning. It's actually Wednesday, about 11 o'clock or so. Temperature's probably in the upper 50s right now. It's going to be about 10 more degrees here in a little while, but Annie and I just couldn't wait. I've come a long way since this time last week. Last Wednesday evening, my throat started getting scratchy. And Wednesday night and Thursday night, I felt like I was swallowing small pine cones every time I swallowed. And I was chilling, and I might have had a little bit of fever, but I was very, very uncomfortable. In fact, there was a night or two that Ramona says I was talking crazy and crazier than usual, and I really didn't care if I got better or not. I knew better now, but at the time, when you're sick, you just don't care. Well, things rocked on a few days, and I got a little better, got a little better, stayed in bed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, most of Sunday, set up a little bit on Monday, and hadn't been really out. Did make one little quick trip, but for the most part, hadn't been anywhere, hadn't pulled a paddle in a week. And everybody deals with things in their own way, but there's nothing that makes me feel better than having a little sunshine on my back, pull of a paddle in my hand, and Annie out here in front of me. We're heading up the creek to check some cameras. Obviously, it's been a week at least. So, down about 5 we're going to check. There's one that may or may not have been working. It seems like when I put the card in last time, I wasn't real confident that it was doing right. I don't know if it got too much water in it or what the case was. I had a card reader, emphasis on had, and it was in a little zippered handled case. And the last time, or one of the last times I was up here, I was taking that out of the canoe thinking that the case was zipped locked, and actually it wasn't. So when I picked it up by the handle and kind of swung it like a suitcase around, I realized it was unzipped, and I realized it when I heard the card reader go kaploop. So it went in the bottom of the creek, but that's not the end of the world. At least it wasn't my phone. So I just switch out the cards and I look at them when I get back home. The only advantage of having that was that you could, kind of preview what was happening before you got back home. But now the anticipation will be even greater to get back to the laptop at home. We got several trees down, as you know, and I'm certainly not going to try to go over or do anything out of the ordinary today. I'm going to get to the cameras that I can get to, and the ones that I can't get to, I'm just not going to be concerned about until I can. There's just too much craziness going down here. I think one of our big trees that I was going under, that last storm we had, the water made it roll and it came down really low, so you can't get under it anymore. So I may not be able to even get to check all my cameras today. We'll just have to wait and see how it looks when we get up there. Well, folks, there is nothing like a blue sky, a little warm sun, and the quietness of the tree. As I was saying, this last deluge of water has caused this big tree to roll further down the bank. And folks, you have no idea how big this trunk of this tree is. It's much bigger than what it appears to be right here. But for a while there, we were able to get up under this end of the tree. And obviously we can't do that. You can see where it's pulled away from the bank. The root ball has. It's just rolled on down the tree down the bank even farther. So obviously there's no way to get under the tree there. The only other option at this point would be to cut some of these limbs out of here. I don't know if you can tell it, but the beavers have been at work. If you'll notice the limbs that were coming up on here, you can see every bit of the bark is gone off of them. The beavers have eaten the bark off of it, but we can't get any farther right now without some surgery. So we're just gonna back up, regroup, make a plan for another day. So it looks like there won't be any I've only got one trail camera behind me. The rest of them are in front of me, so there's no way to get beyond this right now. So I'm just gonna take a few pictures, let you see those, and that'd be the best that we can do this week. But anyway, thank you for joining us as always. Thank you for those of you who've been concerned about my health, but I think I'm going to be okay. And take care. God bless.